think what makes a good rider is, first of all, somebody that's really consistent. I think over a lot of years of freeride competition, you see some people have a lot of crashes, and there's some people that in like 5 years they crash just 1 or 2 times. And that consistency is super important in big mountains when there's consequence involved in the terrain that we're riding.
What makes a great rider for me is probably someone who has got some mental strength, who's got all aspects of their life kind of in a positive place, and then that can transform that back onto a ski field.
I'm a fan of like when a rider is a really good skier and bringing in some tricks as well.
Speed, air time, and the perfect landings.
I don't really need to see the biggest errors. I don't really even need to see freestyle moves. What's most important to me is just to see someone who flows.
Someone with good style, rides powerfully, and sort of goes into sketchy situations with a lot of confidence.
And is not afraid to take chances and crash sometimes too. That's a good rider in my opinion.
You know, I think all the women on the tour are absolutely incredible. There's definitely a few that stand out to me. Christine Hargan.
Christine Hargan.
Christine Hargan.
Probably Christine.
Christine Hargan.
Christine Hargan.
Christine Hargan.
Christine Hargan.
Christine Hargan.
She's one of my favorite skiers to watch. I say she's like the one that I'm always looking out for and watching to see what she does.
She has this type of control that you're just looking to have as a skier.
She's very serious about it, and so sometimes it's kind of intimidating, but it's very fun to watch.
Every time, you know she's going to send it, you know she's going to do something really cool.
Nothing too complicated, but just skiing aggressively with a lot of speed.
Last year in Verbier she hit a very big cliff in the bottom and she stumped it perfect. It was really impressive.
Jackie Passo, she liked to charge and take a lot of air. And then Nadine, who's been in second both contests, she's skiing really aggressive and have very good technique.
I really miss Eva on the tour. She did a really good double in Revelstoke. She stomped it, but she just fell over because her knee was broken.
Eva Walkner. I love her skiing because she just bombs down the line. She's super fast and she stomps huge cliffs.
My favorite rider is Jonathan Charlet.
It's my friend Jonathan Charlet.
On the Freeride tour, it's Xavier Delerue, because he killed Bagderas 2 years ago.
So most of the time skiers are jumping bigger cliffs than snowboarders, but Xavier was one of the snowboarders who really jumped big cliffs.
Rolf Bockström, as he's been putting in an amazing run in Revelstoke. I was really stoked on that.
Sammy Lubke has done a lot of filming with standard films. He's a pretty talented rider.
You can expect to see Lubke sending. The kid, he's on a different level.
Shannon Yates, you know, she finds really creative lines, and that's something that always stands out to me. Like, she just seems to just be like, oh, just going right in these trees, and then does this little double into a chute just coming out, or it's really cool to watch her.
I really admire her style. She's always super smooth and, you know, very solid.
Shannon Yates, love watching her, and I really like watching Iris.
Iris always just throws in that little freestyle element. She's really good at that. When she rides strong, she rides super strong.
There is always something to be said about the smart riding. I think that who does that really well is definitely Margot.
She looks like a little tennis ball, just floating down the mountain.
Elodie Mouton has inspired me on this tour. She goes big and she really takes risk. It's been fun to watch a woman just really step up and go for it.
The top part of Elodie's line in Kirkwood just totally blew everyone away, and maybe she fumbled a little bit, but I mean, just to charge that line how she did was great to see.
Definitely on the skiing side there's just such a deep pool of talent here, so it's hard to say, but you know, you got the guys like Tom Leitner, who's really smooth tricks, and you got Arlene Ducrot, who's super confident in its deep technical stuff, and everything in between.
On this tour, there are a lot of truly great riders, but the thing that really distinguishes a couple of the guys like Drew Tapke and Marcus Eder is their ability to just make their first time on the face look like they've skied it 100 times.
You know, you look at Pipe or Park in the previous 10 years, you've had 1 or 2 people dominate each discipline. I believe that big mountain skiing is not like that. I believe the 30-odd guys we've got here, anyone on their day is good enough to win. And if any one of them is good enough to win on the day, any of them is good enough to be a world champion.